Israeli-American Omer Nutra is 1 week away from spending his second straight birthday, his 23rd, not surrounded by his friends or family, but in Hamas captivity in Gaza. The New York native was taken hostage on October 7th while serving as a tank commander near Gaza. A day before, he made a typical call home to his parents. His mother told the Washington Post she remembered he sounded calm. One of Omer's friends, Hayden Roth, describes him as, quote, a big guy in stature with a big personality, someone who doesn't take himself too seriously. Remembering Omer's smile and laugh, Roth says he can't wait to see and hear those again. With me now, Omer's parents, Ronen and Orna Nutra. Thank you for coming today in particular. And Ronen, you've talked about, we were just talking about how Omer in Hebrew translate to first crop. He is your firstborn son. I read a lot about him this morning. I was amazed about many things, including the fact that he was captain of his high school soccer, basketball, and volleyball teams, a born leader.
That's right.
Tell us more about him.
Well, Omer is a combination of a goofy guy, a big guy that comes into the room and just welcomes everybody. And he has that leadership position that, or character that people are just gravitated toward him. And he's just, he takes leadership position everywhere he goes. He was the captain, as he said, of all 3 sports teams, but he was also a leader in his youth group. He was the regional president of the whole Metro New York. So a lot of kids know him and miss him and pray for him to come back.
Orna, every day, and I see both of you with it, of course, you wear that piece of masking tape, and now it says 1 year, marking the day that your son was taken. Your youngest son wrote, very movingly, in a piece that he penned, half your heart is held in captivity. How do you stay connected to hope?
We have no choice. You know, we pray that Omer is alive and he knows and he's counting on us. Just before he was taken captive, one of his very good friends shared with us after the fact that they spent some time and were discussing their plans for the future, and that Omer had shared with her, you know, things about his family, and he said, if anything were to happen to me, then I know that my parents would do anything for me. And that's been our charge since this was 2 days before he was captured. So, you know, we have no choice, and we must keep up hope. It's mandatory, as Rachel Goldberg, Hirsch's mom, said.
You have told me that you've spent half of your time on the road advocating for your son, for the hostages. 16 trips, Ronen, to Washington, D.C. What do you feel you can accomplish? Because I can only imagine that after a year, there must be days when you think, frankly, you're beating your head against the wall. The stress, the emotion of it, and yet you persist.
You know, we're just normal people from Long Island, you know? And all of a sudden you're thrown into one of the largest geopolitical crises of our lifetime, and especially in Israel. And we have a role. We know that when leaders see us and hear us, they have, or we can charge them with the mission here. And they know that they have to do something about it. And so we just want to keep being in front of them, push them, and we're looking for that strong leadership that will say, you know what, we are cutting a deal with the devil. Hamas is not a nice group, it's a terrorist group. But you gotta cut a deal with the devil in order to bring those 101 hostages, among them 7 Americans. And it's long overdue. We're 1 year in, we know that dying. We just heard a month ago that 6 Americans, 6 hostages, among them 1 dear American for us, because we know his family so well, the Paul Goldberg, was murdered, executed. Our kid, all those people over there, children, grandparents, men, they all have such a limited time, and it's so complex and so risky that we have to cut a deal.
Do you let yourself, Orna, imagine a reunion that he's released? And I wonder what you would even say to him.
I don't think we need words, you know. We just need to be together. We just need to hold each other, and we'll be okay after that. It's been such a roller coaster of emotion, you know, of hope and despair. And we are so craving a reunion. One thing we've heard a lot over the past year, unfortunately, is that one ingredient that's missing is political will. And that's very discouraging, you know. If that's what we're missing, then that should be possible. And our leaders, like Ronan said, should be strong leaders and make the difficult decisions to bring them home. They are so missed. You mentioned his friends before. So many have reached out to us and shared things about Omer, you know, parts of him that we weren't aware of. He's missed by so many.
I'm sure there are many people who are watching right now who wish there was something they can do, and perhaps that is your message. They can make phone calls. They can let their political leaders know that they want this, that they want your reunion for you. And after 1 year, it is extraordinary to watch the strength and resilience that you have on behalf of your son. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.